Okay, my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, get in here, friend. Okay, let's talk about it, friend. So this is the thing about your spread. I am picking up on like it doesn't have to be extreme, but there's a little bit of a roller coaster I'm on. Or there's just, I don't know, maybe some areas of your life are like very, like those are good, but other areas aren't. But I don't know, friend. Something here is a little bit out of whack. It's a little bit out of balance, or it has been, but it's not. Like me starting off like this, you're probably like, fuck, she about to give us a bad reading. But no, because it wasn't starting like that. When I jumped into energy, I felt great. I was picking up on this vibe of someone really using the things that they're innately good at. I'm getting also turning lemons into lemonade, okay? Profiting off of, I don't know, there could be a level of alchemy here, okay? Transforming your situation from hardship. I don't know, I was getting a good vibe. I was getting this energy of like someone being confident, finding their confidence, really good energy around speaking engagements. That's been coming through a lot. Because let's look at this. Yeah, courage kept coming through. So let's just go into the notes, because I'm about to take you down this ride. Because, friend, something here is off. And I feel like you know it's off, but you're avoiding it. Especially for someone who has been kind of like tiptoeing around a decision regarding a teaching position. Because I was getting like a preschool teacher, and it made me think of my one teacher. I think she was kindergarten, I don't know, but her name was Miss Llewellyn. I don't know, your last name could start with an L, but some of you, someone here, friend, okay, you know it's time for you to leave, or it's time for you to go on to the next chapter, especially in career. Some of you guys want to be the teacher, not just a substitute. And maybe wherever you're working, they're not able to give you what you need. So it's like, okay, we need to start, one, accepting that, paying attention to that, because once we accept that, we can now start to plan solutions. I don't know how that would work, because, you know, I'm not a teacher or a substitute, you know, but that's just an example. There's like this vibe of, okay, we got a plan. We got to get some things together. Things have been a little bit chaotic, because I really do feel like, Taurus, there's something occurring in your life where it's like you're kind of stepping away from what you truly want, okay? Due to fear, or just this level of, well, do I really want to go into the unknown? Even though I know that's what I desire. It's like there's something here that you desire. Maybe you desire to be in a higher position, be the boss in something, okay, be the leader. But it's like, we have to do something, friend. It's like we gotta, you know, if we know we want that, let's start making the sacrifices now. What around us is not honoring that plan? Is it a certain schedule? Is it people, places, and things that need to get gone, get out the way because they're distracting us, okay? It's almost like, especially with that Four of Cups and that Moon card, there's like a vibe here of, like, you guys could be so much bigger, friend. I don't know what you do for work, but there is a level here. You could really go after it. You could be so much bigger. Someone here is meant to be an author, okay? You could be doing something, anything surrounding the arts, really. Writing, music, being the director, okay? I was getting a lot of energy around you being able to compete, a lot of success, okay? Jumping into the unknown because you have the skills. Someone here, it's like you're psyching yourself out, or you could be doubting yourself, or there could be a little bit of some imposter syndrome, because I don't know, when I look at that 10 of Pentacles over here in the Moon card, it made me think of like Cancer in the 10th house. I don't know, some of you guys are meant to be, for some, I don't know, it could be famous, but I'm just getting like the head, okay? Or you're meant for more, however that applies. 444 on the clock. And I feel like you know that, but you're at a time here, friend, especially with this Judgment being the advice, and it's kind of like wibbly wobbly. The only one that can get in your way right now, and I'm just going to be very honest with you, Taurus, it's you. You're like going to be the main person that gets in your way. Only you can make this decision to decide to leave this other stuff behind, to leave this career path behind, or to leave this job behind, to leave this connection behind. Because something here, it's like you want to move forward. Yes, it might be a little bit scary. Yes, we really don't know what's on the other side, but you know staying where you're at ain't helping. Okay, yeah, it's comfortable, it's familiar, but you know you're bored here. You feel like you're stagnating. It's like, you know how that static on the TV is just like, shh, like it's just a whole bunch of that. And for those of you where it applies, because when I was looking down here, because these cards do represent like the shadow energy that could be coming about the month ahead, you do have this Knight of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Star card upright. I don't like that, friend. And we're going to talk about it because I want to know who this is. So that Knight of Swords, like, well, in combination, let me just, I know I'm jumping around. I didn't expect all this. You know, the messages started flowing. Let me go to that. The keywords that I wrote for Knight of Swords, like, stay with me, right? We have caught up in a negative situation. Okay, so the shadow energy moving ahead, like there could be a situation that you end up being in and you're like, fuck, I'm caught up in a tight spot. It doesn't have to be something super intense. I mean, it could just be, I don't know, your back's against the wall and it's like, you know, time is running out. You got to make a decision. Am I going to take this leap of faith, or am I just gonna, you know, sit back? But I also was picking up on with that Knight of Swords, there could be an egomaniac in your environment. And something that they're going to do the month ahead is cause unnecessary drama. And it could be by way of keeping unnecessary secrets. And you know I'm about to roll this dice to find out who that is. Okay, because let me see what else I wrote. Okay, unnecessary secrets, under influence of poor guidance. Yeah, trusting the wrong person, following a path that is not right for you. So this is the thing, friend, okay? It's like, because when I look up here about what you should be focusing on with this Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, and the Empress, you know, the Eight of Swords can talk about maybe seeking someone who could be wise in counsel, or someone that has rational, like they think rationally. But then again, I don't know, with what I'm seeing down here, I want you to be very cautious of who you're accepting advice from, or who you're accepting guidance from, because I feel like there's someone in your environment where they might be like leading you astray. Okay, and I don't know how they're leading you astray. Just, I don't know. This person could not want you to outshine them. I don't know, because something here is giving me mentor energy or like boss energy, and it's like they could be trying to kind of like, you know, I don't know, something here is weird. This reminds me of this story back in the military where I had accepted a position, and yeah, I accepted it because I didn't want to stay in the specific, damn, what was it called? I'm trying to see how to word this without giving too much information. The unit I was with and the mission I was supporting, I didn't want to do that anymore. Like, I wanted to go and be a part of the new mission that they had, okay, and be a part of like the groundwork and building that up. You know, I wanted to be a part of that, all right, instead of doing what they were doing in this other location. It was like Groundhog's Day, right? So I had already said yeah, or maybe I didn't say yes, but I was in the process. Like, someone had asked me, do you want to take on that position, or would you be comfortable with that? And I was in the process of like, you know, I had already knew I was going to say yes, because I knew I did not want to be there. Remember what I said, friend? It's like, you know, something already is just not what you want. And you might not, let me just keep going. Because yeah, it's like, I knew I wanted to say yes because I knew I didn't want to be there. But you know how it be, you faced with a decision. It's like, actually, I think, let me think about it a little bit. Okay. Let me just ponder on this a little bit. Maybe even tap into the anxieties surrounding the situation. What makes me feel anxious? What makes me feel excited? Okay, just so I can ensure for me, that I'm making the right decision, and I can feel good about that without the, you know, the delayed reaction or that delayed anxiety hit where it's like, fuck, wait a minute, what did I just do? And then next thing you know, you're backpedaling, and then it's like a whole lot of, you know, a whole lot of BS, right? So anyway, I was in the process of making a decision. And don't you motherfucking know, there was this motherfucker in the office. And I don't even know how we got in conversation. He was so damn nosy. Some of them, see, now that I'm out, I can say these. So damn nosy. He was always talking. He was one of them chatty ones. It's like, and you just talk a little too much. You just real gossipy, real, I don't know what's going on with you. So I don't know who he thought I was, but he was trying to talk me out of doing it. He was like, so you really want to go over there and do that mission? Wow. Me personally, if you ask me, I didn't, girl. But if you ask me, I would stay here. Like, this is the bread and butter. I'm just kind of like putting little words in there, but this is like kind of how the conversation went. This is where you want to be. I do this every day, and this is like where you want to be. I was like, actually, no. No, I think I don't want to do that. And I was like, that's great. I love that. I know everybody's different, and I'm so glad that you love the position that you're in. But no, I think I'm going to take that position. But I love the fact that this is working for you. It just doesn't work for me. You should have saw his face. It was like, I know he couldn't show it because he's a higher rank than me, but I could tell it was probably like his gears was probably spinning in his mind. Like, did she just deny my offer? Yes, I did. Yes, because I already made my decision. And why are you trying to talk me out of this? Like, this wasn't you. Like, why are you even being this invasive right now? This is a little too much for me. And I was more quiet, especially going into this base. This was when I was in Florida because of everything that was going on. So, I had to kind of, I had just been traumatized with so many different incidents that I wasn't going in there, just tongue lashing anybody. You know what I mean? I was just very like quiet. I really don't look at me, leave me alone. Not like leave me alone, but just don't look at me. I don't want to be in trouble. I'm just here. I just want to be a side character. Thank you. Right. So, wow, there's another scenario I'm thinking of with that dude. He was so overwhelming. Oh my gosh, there could be someone in your job like that. Like, I'm someone who, I get super anxious. And if someone comes around me, because I have a lot of grace, because I know that if I'm talking about a certain subject, I could probably get somebody's anxiety up, just because of how fast I talk. But my goodness, when he comes around, I am always like, fuck. I am running the other direction because I just know my anxiety, my blood pressure, everything is about to spike. I'm about to be paranoid for no reason. He just had that effect. Like, get away from me. So, there could be someone like that in your environment. And I say all that to say, how about, so I ended up taking that position, fast forward. I take that position, it's been some time. I've been over there. I think it was like that. I don't know if I had already been over there or like if a week or so later he comes to me and he's like, guess what position? I can't remember what he said. But basically, bitch, he ended up trying to get into a position over there too. He was like, yeah, I signed up for one of those positions too, bitch. Like, it was just so crazy, which I didn't care, like, whatever. But why were you trying to talk me out of it, knowing it was something that you wanted to do yourself? You know why? Because misery loves company. You were miserable over here, and you didn't understand why they're letting this new person, this new airman, they're giving her this option. You're upset. You're upset that I'm a woman. I already know you feel some type of way that I got my own mind. It was a whole shebang. Girl, y'all about to make me go in on him. Because there was this other scenario where he was talking about how he just loved the job, and I just was honest, like, I don't love it. I hate when people get so offended, and I mean, we all can do it as humans, but like, don't you fucking hate, friend, when someone gets offended because of something that you decide to do for you? It's like, I never said anything was wrong. Like, why is it when someone asks me, oh, well, Paige, how do you like to do it? Oh, well, Gina, so, thank you for asking. What I like to do is I like to eat my eggs scrambled with cheese. All of a sudden. So are you saying that a basted egg is not good? Is that, wow, is that what you're saying? And bitch, I never said nothing about a basted egg. I never said anything about nothing. Sunny side up, nothing. I just said I like. You asked me what I liked. I told you what I liked. That's what this is giving me. You see how we just went on that? You see how draining that was, friend? Yeah, there's someone in your environment that could possibly have that type of effect on you. All right. So I need you to put yourself first, because when we go back to this advice with this hangman, this 8 of swords, and the empress, it's like, free yourself. And when you come to when it finally clicks, like, I don't have to do this, or I don't have to be here, or I can do more, or I can be more. Someone here is meant to write a book. But anyway, there's a level of, okay, once you get that clear, because it's like, you need to understand you could free yourself from this. We just have to make sacrifices. Someone here is connected to runes. I'm also thinking of is it the Norse god? If this is what you believe in, Odin, O-D-I-N. But then I was also thinking of Ogun energy, okay? So someone could be connected to Ogun, all right? But anyway, back to what I was saying, okay? This is coming back to, like, where your focus should be is prioritizing, okay? Looking at this from a different perspective, okay? I almost said plotting, planning. This could even be your escape, how to get out, okay? Focusing on your beauty. What else was I gonna say? Because with that Empress card, I was thinking like beauty rituals, self-care practices, what makes you happy, nurturing yourself. This could even be your family. Some of you guys are pregnant, or you will be pregnant. It's like you don't need the extra stress, because this was giving me hidden pregnancy, a hidden addition to the family, okay, friend. And it's like, you don't need all this extra stress. Like, you just don't, friend. Okay, so anything that falls within that Empress energy that will make you feel like an Empress, that'll make you feel good, that can get you out of this paralyzed way of thinking, that's where the focus needs to be. And I do feel like some things are going to have to be sacrificed in order to meet your goals, or get you out of this I don't know, it's like this cyclical wheel of boredom. Okay. Now, what else did I want to go into? Oh yeah, let me ask about them. Who is this ego maniac? Okay, who is this person bringing this energy where it's like that you just really can't trust them? Their counsel might not be the greatest. We do have air energy here and water. Pisces specifically, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But let's see. Okay, who is this person? I'm gonna roll it 4 to 5 times. So we have a Scorpio. What's their sun sign? We have a Pisces. Heavy on that Pisces. We have a Sagittarius. Why do I think this could be like the boss? Ooh. Or like your oh my gosh, this is like a mentor. It's like a middle boss. It's not the boss, but it's like the middle boss in the middle. I don't know. We have an Aries. Okay. Strong masculine influence in Aries again. And I think one more. I can't remember how many times I rolled. And another Aries. Like, am I rolling that different? Hold on, friend. Because I know we all see this, right? I mean, that's a Taurus, but I just had to make sure. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so real quick, y'all, because my battery is dying, and see how we just asked about them and then boom, battery dead. It's like they're a fucking drain. Okay, they're a drain. They're a drain. So you don't have that many messages left, but I don't want to rush it, so I'm gonna change my battery and then I will be right. Gosh, I might really remember that man. He was so annoying and so jealous. He was just a jealous man. I feel like I always ended up working somewhere where there was just a jealous ass, old ass, angry, funky man. For real. That might resonate for somebody. For real. And I ain't taking it back. So let's see what else I wrote. Yeah, friends. So this is the thing. When it comes to your advice, I mean, you flat out have the Death card. We have Judgment. It's a little sideways. And then we have Temperance. That's all major arcana. It's go time, friend. All right, it's go time. First of all, there could be some things in your life that are a little bit chaotic, and it's like, you know, you have a vision, you know, you have a goal. What do we need to do in order to really support that vision and that goal and get it to be, you know, genuinely carried out from a place where you're not stressed, okay, and depleted? I also think of with that Death card, that's a transition, like being open to the transition, being open to the change. It's going to bring a new beginning, but in order to have this new beginning, something does have to die. Like, you have to leave it behind. You have to walk away. And I feel like this is low-key, high-key, a second chance. Something about this does not feel like I'm telling you something brand spanking new. It doesn't, especially with that Judgment card. It's like, okay, now you know what happened last time, but are we going to pay attention this time and move? Okay, and rebalance, okay, stabilize ourselves, whatever that looks like for you. Let me see what else I wrote down. Okay, continue to alchemize. I was also thinking of like balance, precision, alchemy, hope, adapt, attention to detail. That is going to be very important for you. So what do you need to do in order for you to literally create a game plan for yourself, to give yourself time to breathe and think? Because at the top of your spread is the 10 of Pentacles. That is generational wealth. I can't remember if I mentioned that. You see how all this other shit it fogged up the energy? It's like the 10 of Pentacles is the generational wealth. 7 of Pentacles, like you really have been putting in the work. But it's like, do you want to keep stunning yourself in this environment with these people, places, and things, or with this mindset? Or do you want to really like take it up a notch, friend? Like it's time, like it's really up to you. And I think that's the main message right there. It's like, you know, this is really up to you. You know, we can't want it more than you. So let's get clear. So for whatever reason, I am being called to pull one of these fairy forest cards. So what is your fairy forest card that you need to see? Interesting. A message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. We have the Sigil Keeper. Symbols, signs, and messages. Number 38. So that number 3 and that number 8. It's time to transform, friend. Some of you guys are meant to be bigger with your craft, with whatever you do for art, with whatever you do that has to do with writing, publications, books, authors, directors, movies, okay, theater. You know, did I say writing, spoken word, visual arts, the whole shebang? I don't know. And others of you, it could be like a corporate thing, but I don't know, friend. It's like you're meant to be the lead. What are we doing? Catch up, mustard. Catch up. So we have number 38. 38. My back hurts so freaking bad on this one side. Pissing me off. So it says, I'm gonna just read the whole thing. When the Sigil Keeper comes to you, there will be no words. Instead, there will be shapes, signs, and messages flowing, as though a language of symbols is being shared with you. When she comes, you are being encouraged to participate in this process by creating and shaping your own magical symbols and beginning to consciously choose the symbolic language that you are creating and connecting with every single day. You may wish to find a symbol at this time that represents you and the part of the journey you are exploring at present. You may wish to look around your home and see what hidden symbols have worked their way into your life. And you may wish to rearrange these, remove some, replace others with symbols that are consciously chosen to be of greatest magical support to you at this time. Something about what I just read is giving me that hangman energy of stopping, pausing, being intentional, and then doing a little cleanup. Okay, anyway, look at your clothing, what you wear, and see the symbolic nature of this, and go through your jewelry and consider carefully the energy of its symbols and whether you wish to connect with this. Okay, so some of you guys are being asked to do some spring cleaning, energetically, physically, mentally, the whole shebang. Sigil work is simple but ever so powerful, and this amazing being is a reminder to work with intelligence. That's so funny. And to exercise your choice at all times with that Leo energy. That's giving me 5th house energy. But anyway, and to exercise your choice at all times. To exercise your choice at all times. To exercise your choice at all times. Sorry, friend. I just had to make sure you were hearing me. Okay. You must choose carefully now what symbols you keep about you, for they have shaped you more than you ever truly considered. And it's funny because I did see the 7 of Cups. Here it is. I saw the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. And it's like, it's time for some reflection, friend. What are we entertaining? What do we have around us? Is it good, bad? What does it need to go? Is it what is it? It's blocking the view. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there, friend. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.